Hello, this is Cuckoo. I'm here at Superbooth 2023 and I'm with Lambda Synthetics. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Yeah, hi. I just walked past this wonderful looking chunky beast of a performance machine and I was instantly thinking like this looks beast. Could you tell me what it is?
Yeah. So it's a live performance workstation. It has 5 tracks, and on each of these tracks, you have a algorithmic sequencer and a synthesis engine. And what is fun about the synthesis engine is that you can create 4 sounds, and then with the touchpads you can morph from one sound to the other. Yeah.
So it's meant to be like an all-included machine that you can make a whole performance on just this one.
Yeah. So the idea came from that I wanted to make a machine for myself that could do everything with the kind of music I would like to perform. So the design is all based around how can I perform with this, and yeah, it's basically becoming a small DAW in a box.
Yeah.
Because I want it to do everything I want to do.
Yeah. So it's synthesis, it's samples, it's
samples,
drum tricks, effects,
so a bit of mixing, yeah.
recording.
Recording, yeah. So there's inputs. There's at least there will be recording of samples. I have to figure out if recording a whole track makes sense. But there's 2 microphone inputs and 2 line inputs, so these can be used to sample material, which you can use in the sampling engines. So yeah, also some recording. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm very curious to see how the whole system works and yeah, how you set it up, how you work with it. So please take it away.
Should I play some sounds?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I love it. That was sick. I love it. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
If I had 2 hands, I would applause.
Cool. Yeah. So what I did, I was using 4 tracks here. The first track was just a drum track. So this had a kick, a snare, clap, and a hi-hat. And I had prepared some patterns beforehand, and I was switching between a few patterns. For the drum track, I had 4 variations of the synth engine. So there was one with a longer kick drum and a bit more a different snare and that sort of things. On track 2, there was a list of samples which I recorded earlier at home, and basically what track 2 was doing was for each new note it would play a new sample. So this was it would have for each new note a new sample. So it would cycle through a list.
Kind of a little bit random.
Yeah, you could also do it in a random manner, or you could do it in the way you put in the list, or like the list in reverse, or these sort of things. The third track had a FM synthesizer, and here I was blending between a more soft plug and a very open and plug with a longer decay. And at some point I was sending this into the send effect, which on track 5, and here was actually just a stereo delay, and I was using the touchpad here to turn up the feedback, and then near the end to change the delay time, and because it was set to sweeping delay, the pitch would change.
And it's a custom setup that you did specifically for this little.
So this is my Superbooth demo project. Yeah.
But you can set up the pads to do different things and assign different functionality.
Yeah. So the way it works is basically you create a sound that you like, and then you will say, okay, I want to save this on here on the upper right corner, or the upper left corner, or the lower right and left. And with this system you can design your own interaction with the touchpad. So this can be a different thing every time. Yeah.
And how much of this was like algorithmic playing, and how much was like really programmed patterns?
So there's not really a step sequencer. So all the rhythmic content and the melodic content are based on algorithms. The way it works, you have a time interval, and then I have to select. Let me just get this track.
Yeah.
So you set the time interval to 4, so it will play. Let me get the feedback on here. And if you put it to a lower value, play faster. Or maybe introduce a reset, so play a 6.
Nice.
And then after that, it will jump back, so it'll be 4-2, 4-2. And you can add 4 of these rows. And with this you can create complex patterns.
Yeah.
Now the melodic content is done separately, and they're in lists, and basically you enter these lists by
Nice.
pressing keys, right? And then it will walk through this list from
How
the
long
beginning to the end, or in reverse, or in random.
How long can a list be?
So the list can be actually like in the thousands or something.
Yeah.
I've actually entered like 1,000 notes. That was the point that I thought, okay, maybe I need the function to just delete the whole list, because holding delete for a few minutes is it can be.
But then you can you can make like a very detailed series of notes if you want to.
If you want to, sure. It should be able to do that,
Cool. So how do you change the FM synth engine, for instance?
To a different engine or to a different sound?
No, to just create a sound with a FM synth.
Right.
What does it look like?
So I'll just get a new project. So the way it works, you select a track, and then you go to the synthesis side, and then I will select the FM synthesis engine, and it has 4 operators. So each operator has, of course, its volume and its ratio and an envelope, and I usually start with deciding, okay, I want this operator to modulate the other. So basically you design your algorithm.
Yeah. Nice.
So let's say I want 1 to modulate 2. So I'll press the button here. But basically this is mapped to the right. You can.
I see. Yeah, cool.
It follows the shape. So I press 1 modulates 2, and then let me make a pattern. So now it's just a sine wave still.
Yeah.
And when you turn up the volume of operator 1 and of 2, so that we actually hear 2, the modulation will increase.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
And well, you can change the ratio of both, and you can change the envelopes. Maybe this one can be a bit longer, adding a bit of detune so it shifts a bit around. Both all the operators individually detune, so they can be slightly off in the ratios, which can be like a fun moving thing in the sound.
Nice, and then you just keep going, and
yeah, and then you can save it onto a corner and then make a different variation, and with this you can basically go from like a short plug to a 25-second draw and to yeah, whatever your creativity allows. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, tell me more. I want to know more.
Right. So there's also, apart from the synthesis to which you can do the morphing thing, this also applies to the audio effects. So you could add a filter, and then the filter in this case can change shape. So the filter itself can go fluently from a low pass to a band pass to a high pass to a notch to a combination of a low pass and a notch and all these things. So, well, you could add an audio effect to do that. Maybe let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
So currently the sound is in mono, but I can turn up the spread. So
Nice.
every new note will have a random panning within the spread.
Yeah.
Let's add a delay here. So I'm changing the time here. This is synced time. And maybe let's make it a bit stereo. So by changing the time scale, the channels will be slightly different timing.
Yeah.
And if we were to make a morphing patch now, let's save this here. And let's make a different sound for another corner. So maybe a different envelope, a bit more modulation, and maybe we can do more delay. And now, if I save it to the upper right corner, the sound will jump back to what is here, because the position is still there. And now I can morph it. And as you see on the screen, the parameters adjust correspondingly. Maybe we can add a more some few more notes.
Yeah. Now it's nice. Sleepy time. How many effects have you got so far?
I think currently there are maybe 10,
Yeah.
something like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of time to add more. Yeah.
In terms of development, is this available now, or is it like, where are you?
Yeah. So I hope to release it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, what are you working on in order to meet the release date?
Yeah, so there's certain features in software that I still want to do. For instance, MIDI syncing is going to be a very important one.
Yeah.
Currently, it only does sync output, but the MIDI connection is already there. It's just that I have to write a driver for this. Another thing that I want to do is that you could record motions,
Oh yeah, nice.
and like the red record button. It's already there, but it's just that I have to write software for it.
Yeah.
And the last few weeks have been
Crazy.
preparing for here. So yeah.
Nice. I like the idea.
Yeah, cool.
Nice. So, Polypulse,
Yeah.
Lambda Synthetics. Is this your first project?
It's not my first project, but it's my first thing that I'm doing as a company, and I'm the first instrument I'm turning into a product. Yeah.
Very cool. What's your background then?
I've studied music and technology in the Netherlands, and I'm currently doing a master's degree also in music technology. And basically, this is my my master's project.
Yeah.
So I have been working 2 years on this full time, and I will have my exams in 3 weeks, and
Wow.
delivering our thesis and
Yeah.
stuff, and also, well, of course, being here at Superbooth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Well, good luck with your exams, and also good luck with finishing up all the work with this. I think it really caught my attention. It's hard to put into words why certain things catch your attention, but there's something very robust, and like it looks like it's standing on its own legs. It can be your only machine. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Thanks. Yeah.
So good luck.
Yeah. Thanks. Good to have you here.